So as we head toward the end of our conversation this afternoon, we absolutely want to go back to our youth. When I spoke to Chris Stosky, who's the chairman of the board from IPEN, he named, I think, something that we were all feeling, which was just the incredible energy that came to the summit because of the youth who were present there, the middle schoolers and the high schoolers and some of the college students. And it was just massively inspiring to have the people for whom all of this effort is being activated for in the room. Talk to us a little bit about what happened for you when you saw so many students there.
Yeah, we had such a robust group of students from all over, from different countries, and they came together. They were so energetic, they were so enthusiastic. And I know in all the projects that I've worked on that have been centered around appreciative inquiry, and especially the summit methodology, bringing student voices into that, or bringing youth voices into that conversation is always has the greatest impact, I think, of any. You know, we had as adults are so quick to go to the constraints and to sort of, you know, quickly put on sort of our deficit or our problem-solving mindset, but these young folks can stay in that space for so much longer and really sort of shake the status quo. So I think it's really exciting to think about an opportunity where they come together and create something. And I know that there's some effort going on in Dubai where they're going to actually be shaping a summit and actually organizing that themselves.
Yeah, I love that. As Molly said, it was just one of the most inspiring moments for me as well, to see these students from standing up from being speakers to really rolling up their sleeves and working side by side with leaders across the globe. As Molly said, it's just so core to our AI process to bring in all the voices of the stakeholders. And so, of course, one of the stakeholder groups that I think unfortunately is often not brought into conversations on education is our students. And so I joke that one of our colleagues always says in appreciative inquiry, you know, this idea of don't do anything about me without me. And so the idea that, of course, students are going to be there. And as Molly said, one of the direct results from our work in Texas is now there's been a youth-led AI summit in Dubai for students, led by students. I mean, talk about amazing. So let's take a listen to the positive difference that positive education is already having on these students in Dubai.
This is the Dubai Student Wellbeing Summit. This is the first ever Appreciative Inquiry Summit for students by students. This year's topic is Be Well and Do Well, empowering ourselves and others to flourish.
200 different students from 100 different schools are participating with us in this AI Summit.
We are part of the AI Summit Steering Committee.
And we are working in collaboration with KHDA, the educational face of the Dubai government.
Yes, I think there's been a lot of changes in my personality. I've started to think a lot more positive. I've started to forget the negative. And I think I've learned to work as a team. I've learned to collaborate. I've learned to speak much more confidently than I used to. And being with this team, working with this team and organizing the summit has taught me to respect voices, hear all voices, and I think, yes, that's it. I've learned to become a lot more positive. So.
For me, it's given me the opportunity to look at my strengths, and through this I've been able to not only build resilience but confidence in both, you know, social aspects of my life and academic aspects of my life.
Personally, it's enabled me to take failures into stride and move forward as a person and love myself more. I have learned to find the positives in the negatives, and it's helping me in my everyday life.
It's made me more resilient in not only my schoolwork, but socially and outside of school. So this personally affected me on the way I treat other people, to help them look at their strengths if they're looking at the downside and be more optimistic. And it also helped me to flourish, at the same time empower others to flourish.
I have learned to empower myself and the people around me to rise up and step outside our comfort zones and start initiatives such as my very own, the Young Diplomats Society of Dubai.
To close our exploration today, and this by no means captures all that is happening, it's just what we've been able to sort of pull together recently. I'd love for us to hear from Kaya Reingold, a soon-to-be college senior who's helping organize a global youth conversation and called Youth Charge, which was activated at the summit. And she paints for us a picture of what is possible, imagining that it were 2050 and positive education actually had taken root everywhere, which is what we all hope for.
I think it would kind of almost eliminate that fear, that underlying fear that our kind of society foundationally has. Just that kind of one person mentality where it's like, I got to make sure I have everything like before the other person, so I'm safe and I'm okay. And yes, it's absolutely important to think about yourself. Like, you have to put that safety mask on before you put it on your, you know, your child or the person next to you. But just an overall kind of collective mentality, more support for each other, which changes like the energy of everything.